Hello, hello again. Oh, what sweet short time it's been, eh? It's Monday night again, so we're gonna try and do something with this page. Get this page done. Been watching a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. So and as people may not know, I've been trying to use My Hero Academia as um, an influence, but I'd also like to use some Yu-Gi-Oh as well. So maybe I will come here and grab some Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh, images. Okay, so I'm gonna copy some faces from Yu-Gi-Oh, because that's one thing that I need to do. Let's see. I need to create a folder for references because I am getting a lot of them here. So that's building up a bunch there. So I'm just going to hide them for now. I'll probably have to shrink a bunch of them. And let's come over here. Let's zoom out so you can see whatever reference I get when I pull things up. Copy. Oh, there we go. Some are big, some are small. Do do do. Uh, Here's one. It's not a guy. Let's see. Let's see. Dude, nobody's here yet. Or maybe somebody's here, but they're just listening and not typing in the chat, and that's all right. China. Yu-Gi-Oh. Copy. Let's see. We got one for Merrick here. There's only one other I'd like at this point, and well, at least for guys, anyways. Although we do need some women reference. I think at this point still we do have like one. I think and that's which is a good reference. Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's see. Odysseus. Okay, I type Odysseus, Yu-Gi-Oh! Odysseus, and I don't think I'm getting the character that I was looking for. A person, Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's see. Oh, there was a movie between the second. Oh, there was a movie between the first and second season, and then a movie between the first and second and third. I did not watch those, so I might have to go back and watch those. Well, franchise. Okay, second season. Kaya enters. Trying to get characters. Recurring. I hate it. I can't tell who these characters are without a picture. Um, sorry, not much is happening at the moment. Just trying to. Japanese, English, Duke, Yami, Serenity, Ishtar, Mokaba, Mai, Solomon, Odidian, Ishtar. Okay. Odian, Seto Kaiba, Joey Wheeler. Huh. You gotta love this. So many different names. I'm not sure who is supposed to be Hoon. Malik. Isha. Okay, so Odysseus. I have. Why can't I figure this out? Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters. English. Well, maybe that might help. Odion, okay. Let's look this up then. Odion. Odion. Not that I want my character looking like him, but I think this is a good reference for the style, for a face or whatever. So there is the last one. There we go. Okay, so oh, we also need some female characters. I'm just not sure who to take. Uh, uh, Bandit Keith too. I never thought I could use him as a reference too. Um, oh, you know what? I am gonna go back and I think use Catty Kane. What is it? Catherine Kane or Katie Kane or whatever seems to be a big name to use in comics. There's one in DC. There's one in Archie. I've got one. Apparently, one in Yu-Gi-Oh. Here, copy. Let's see, paste. Just want one. Not sure whether I want one more or not. Or you know what? Do probably want a couple more, but I know who. I'm just not sure what their names are offhand. Serenity, I think she'd be a good um, uh, reference. Okay, but I look at these. Oh, Tay. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get one or two of Tay. And okay, so copy. Let's see, there we go. There's Tay, and we just want one of Serenity. I think that's her name. But I was just looking, and I did not. Maybe they're under W for Wheeler. No, 7. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab another one for a guy. Tristan. Okay, copy this down. Okay, so we'll have As soon as we get Serenity here, if we can find her. Joey Wheeler. Let's I thought I wonder why they wouldn't have Serenity Wheeler in this. Okay, so I'm gonna look for another Wheeler beyond Serenity. Because Serenity to me is spelt with an S. Joey Wheeler. My Valentine. Maybe I can just type it out. S. Because we got Seto with S-E. Seto. They don't seem to have in this stuff Serenity Wheeler at all. Which is weird. And T Wheeler. Okay, there. Copy. We got a thing for her. There we go. So let's see. We're gonna pick all these down. Okay, so we do want we're using Supergirl's pose there. But let's okay, we got My Valentine there. Don't need that. Don't need that. No, yeah, you know what? We do need this one. This is Kung Fu Kitty. It will work. I'll bring this down about here. I want to surround this whole thing with stuff that I can see for. That's Tristan. Okay, so let's see. Do do do. Okay, so then we'll just grab Serenity here. Put that folder down. We'll have to get into that other folder later. Okay, so we'll go another level here. We did not get quick at this way we won last time, so let's do this. True. Unfortunately, that just say go undo will not undo that getting this. Okay, so let's mute this layer a little bit. Hey, good night, Spoon. Yes, it seems to be quiet. Nobody's here. I'm trying to talk. Should be hearing me, all right? Yeah. I've been trying to talk a little bit. I was finding some reference. Fortunately or unfortunately, it is just me at the moment. Tried to get some reference, some anime reference. I was saying, not sure whether anybody would have heard me. Yeah. Um, before this, and probably still, I'm gonna be trying with this anime. I think I'm gonna try and use references from two sources, and they're somewhat similar but a lot different. Yu-Gi-Oh, as you might be able to see for some of the things. Okay, you're hearing me. That's good. And My Hero Academia. They seem to be my two favorite animes at this point in time. So I'm gonna move this so I can get her face, and I think I'm gonna move uh, Tay's face there. So we're trying to get in. So when I go down to Athol, Massachusetts, in about a month and a half, or month and 3/4. Are you think you might be able to get there on the Saturday? Good night, Spoon. Because it'd be good to meet up with you in person, or maybe a day or two after I can come close to where you are. Athol on a Saturday? Yeah. Control. That'll be the 14th of October. It's going from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I like these big eyes on. I'll just have to make sure not to sign up for work that Saturday, but I could probably make it otherwise. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Now we gotta figure out how to make the mask on this character with these big white eyes. I think the only anime I've ever watched willingly and enjoyed was Trigun. Yeah, I've drawn something from that quite some time ago. Did it on Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition. Oh, they're still doing that. The fan edition, yeah, they are. But that was within no. But when I did it for the Trigon or Trigun, that was I think within the first year. I must admit, I got tired of losing a lot on that because even that, ended up being somewhat of a popularity contest. And I know I'm not the best artist, but I never liked that crowd, Rick. Yeah. They creep me out. Uh, why did they creep you out? Okay, so this one I think I'm using a lot of Serenity Wheeler here. A bunch of old dudes drooling over much younger girls making suggestive comments. I don't know. It's always rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, a bunch of old dudes drooling over much younger girls. Well, um, maybe some comic book characters. I'm not sure whether I'd call everybody there old for the guys. I guess my biggest thing is I'm not sure exactly what you mean by old dudes. Well, I get the idea, but I'm not sure what you mean by that happening on Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition or even the regular edition. Okay, I'm gonna oh, take that one away and take that one away. We'll take that one away. Okay, so now we want Supergirl here. Okay, so we're trying to do something very similar to this pose. Maybe I misinterpreted them. Okay, yeah, I guess that's possible too. It's just because, yeah, they drew some girls sometimes, obviously, because there's cartoon girls out there, but also a lot of times we drew guys or as just as well, or somebody's character, which could be a guy or could be a girl too. Okay, I get it. These other references in boxes too. I'd say like and share this out, but I don't know where you'd share it out to. Okay, so let's see her butt down about here, I think, comes up. But it's so weird sexualizing cartoons. It is, but it isn't. People have been doing it for quite some time. You know, well, heck, I'd say since the '90s for sure, maybe before. Although I know I did it. Um I've had a crush on various cartoon characters. I'm not sure whether having a crush on them makes that sexualizing them because I know I had a crush on Betty and Veronica from Archie comics. And sometimes well, I guess again, depends on what you mean by sexualizing, but depending on the story that would happen in it, you're sexualizing them just for the various characters that you have them interacting with and how they're supposed to possibly relate to each other. Uh, who is no, not Betty Ann, Betty and A-N-D. Put a not Ann in there in between Betty and Veronica. A-N-D in between. You know, from Archie comics, two different characters, Betty and Veronica. Okay, I get that you might not read comics, but you know, people who don't read comics know who Superman is, Batman, Spider Man. Betty and Veronica are usually about as household names as those ones. Although I wouldn't dare to, I barely dare to use this. You've seen or heard of Riverdale, right? The live action TV series on CW. Betty Betty Cooper was in that, and as well as Veronica Lodge. There's been several cartoons of Archie out there. To me, I'd say Betty and Veronica. I know the guy with the crown is Archie, maybe. No, that's Jughead. Okay, you're gonna make me do this, aren't you? Archie comics. copy image. Oh no, you know what? This is probably better right here. Copy image. New from clipboard. Why is Jughead the mascot for Archie? I wouldn't say he's the mascot, but okay, that is not good when you try to blow it up. Okay, copy. Hopefully this will be better. Control Z. But he's one of the one of the famous characters. Okay, so the guy with the red hair, that is Archie. The one with the black hair, that is Veronica Lodge. She's a rich socialite, snobbish at times. Her daddy makes her go to a public school. The blonde is Betty. And then the guy with the crown, there is Jughead. Those are 4 of the characters of Archie comics. Probably the most famous 4 from Archie. Trying to find another good one. That might have a couple more of the gang there. Okay, copy image. I doubt this one. Hopefully this one will be big enough. Yeah, it should be big enough. The extent of my knowledge of Archie properties is that Richie Rich died and turned into Casper. Am I a Jughead? I don't think so. Jughead is basically a stomach in human form. The guy has a stomach. He eats, and eats some more, and always stays thin. And doesn't like to work. And technically, Richie Rich is not a property of Archie, although Archie, I think, has done their comics in the past. Same with Casper. They are properties of Harvey Comics or Harvey's stuff. Harvey something. So this is the isn't that guy from? Isn't that the guy from Popeye? Which one? You're talking Brutus? So of course here we have Archie with Betty. Then you got Veronica. And this is Reggie, sort of Archie's rival. I'm glad. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know. Wimpy, you're talking Wimpy, yeah. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Yeah. Yeah, well, they're very similar in that way, except Wimpy is actually fat. But this is Reggie. He is Archie's main rival for girls. Although Jughead doesn't mind girls, he's not big on dating or anything. He's just, girls, who needs them? Not that he hasn't dated before, but he's not like most guys that are. Go ahead over here. Why did I think Archie had a crown? I don't know. Maybe you were confusing Archie for Jughead? And then here, I believe this is Midge. Although this is not who I think would be her boyfriend, which would be Moose, who's a big muscle bound football player. And then these are some of the teachers in the comics because it revolves around a teenager who's on the Archie imprint. I think it's been different people over the years. So here we have Mr. Weatherby, the principal. He's in the gray there. He's fat, bald. We have Miss Grundy. She's her English grammar teacher, type 1. Coach Clayton. And then Professor Flute Snoot. Well, he's science, if you didn't guess. Usually, they say Archie Comics or A for the imprint most of the time. The A from Archie. Yeah, I'm looking at a whole bunch of covers here. Sometimes they have faces in thing where you would see that sort of stuff. Jughead's probably as famous as Archie, but Betty and Veronica, it's like this looks like Saved by the Bell. Yeah, probably where Saved by the Bell got its thing. Um, you could almost say for Saved by the Bell, this would be Archie would be Zach, Reggie would be Slater. Um, oh, I don't know who you'd say is Kelly. Probably some ways I want to say Betty, but there's other things that make me say Veronica. But neither of them really would be the other two. No, you know what? Betty would definitely be Kelly Kapowski. Um, Veronica would be the rich black girl in it. Jughead would be sort of like Screech, but not quite as nerdy. Um, so and they have a whole lot of other characters too that are part of Archie comic universe, like Josie and the Pussycats are part of that. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Um, But no, I was gonna say, um, just like there's the old question or somewhat old question, Ginger or Mary Ann. Yeah, they've done Archie horror, Archie zombies, Life After Death, or Death After Life, something like that with Archie. Um, let's see. Oh, you're getting a lot of different stuff than me. Then Afterlife with Archie, Marianne, 100%. Then you would probably be a Betty Cooper girl. But just as easily, and probably before Gilligan's Island, to get that, you had the Betty versus Veronica type thing. Betty or Veronica. Since Archie started in the 40s, Betty is the blonde. Yeah, yeah. But it's not even that. She's the girl. Betty is the girl next door. She helps. She actually helps Archie fix his car and all that. She's a jack. She's a jack of all trades and master of none, or maybe a master of some. And she's got like a great heart and all that for people. Well, Veronica is a rich socialite who can be kind at times, but most of the time is thinking of herself and also thinking of a way to get. And the thing is, Betty and Veronica are best friends, but they are very much rivals too, because they compete for the attention of Archie. Sounds like my type. Yeah, Betty is definitely who I would go for too. Definitely not my type then. Oh, Veronica, right? Not into competitive attention seeking people. Well, the competition over Yeah, Betty will date other guys if she has to, like if she wants to go out to the prom or something like that. But Betty truly loves Archie, but it's unfortunately because Archie can't really make up his mind between Betty and Veronica. He likes them both because they do both have fairly good qualities. But I would see it's because Archie can't choose one that they compete. If Archie would just say, "Hey, no, Veronica, I'm going out with Betty. You have to live with it," then the competition would be over. Rick, are you selling your Archie horror comics? I don't have any Archie horror comics. I don't think, anyways. Why not? They look good. Um, because most of them were after. Well, I wouldn't say after I stopped collecting. Just after I had the money to grab comics on a regular basis, and probably by that time, again, I was more collecting superheroes stuff at that point. Although I do have a big Archie collection. And Archie seems weird. They don't have. I don't know what their schedule is for coming out with books. I would never have known. I don't think I've ever known what their collection is like for Archie coming and well, Archie titles, Archie comic titles, when they would be coming out on a regular basis. Cursed Library, 10 out of 10. So, I'm not sure whether you heard on the other stream. I did put up today the digital version of my coloring book for people to get. I think this hand is a little too big. What's all in the coloring book? Here I can show you. I think, anyways. I don't. Where is my book? Okay, there. Oh, your yawning is reinforcing my own sleepiness. Well, sorry about that. Drawing book, coloring book. Custom. Well, that's empty, so I might as well just take that out. Oh, there we go. Rick is yawning. This year it's about to be over. Yeah, in about another 55 minutes, something is killing him. Okay, so how did... Got all the pages here, except... Yeah, okay. Yeah, 72 DPIs, okay. Okay, no, that not helping. Thought I had a page that said everything that was in it. Do you have Marvel Horror? I might have a couple things that might be considered Marvel Horror. I'm not sure whether I've read it like on thing or not. Why do well, I was just gonna read what's in it from a page from the inside cover, but I can't find the inside cover. Uh, yes. Uh, do, 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 do. I better I put it up there. I hope nobody orders it. I can't seem to find it. Uh, COLORING. Have you ever been so tired you dropped your phone on your face while lying in bed? I might have been that tired, but I don't think I've ever done it because I usually don't take my phone into my bed. uh, oh, me neither. Why don't I believe you? You probably get to sleep faster by not bringing your phone to bed. Yeah, the closest I'll say I've technically done that is I have I have a loft bed, so when I first started using it, um, I'd bring the phone up there, but not to look at or whatever. I'd put it somewhere close by, so I wouldn't have to rush getting down my ladder from my bed to shut off my um, alarm. Uh, no, not a bunk bed, a loft bed. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Give me a sec. Sure. put it on backwards. That figures. But it is sort of like a bunk bed, except without the bunk on the bottom. So there's my bunk on the top, and then below, oh, here it might be easier if I could get my camera. There. So I got my comics stacked up below a table with a bunch of crap on it. Basically a storage area underneath my bed. So I gotta climb up the ladder there to get into bed.